Bah! Alright everybody, this is Julian from Raw Physique again. One thing before I talk about benefits and side effects of the ketogenic diet and being in ketosis, I have to bring up my last challenge I tried to do, the 1,000 push-up challenge. So I just gotta say that I was sore as hell after that damn challenge. You can check the video out. I'm not gonna do any spoiler alerts or anything like that, but fuck. Like, I did the challenge on Monday and my chest was sore to the touch on Friday. I mean, come Saturday, Saturday was the first day that I woke up and I didn't immediately know that I did the fucking 1,000 push-up challenge on Monday. Anyway, I just want to let everyone know that. Back to the video. Today I'm going to talk about ketosis or the ketogenic diet and some pros and cons of using this for your weight loss. I'm going to explain what it is and the benefits. Now, if my explanations kind of talk in circles and get tangled up with other ones, you'll understand why. So I'm going to try to be as straightforward as possible. So back to the ketogenic diet. So it's basically really low carb diet in which you increase your fats and lower your carbs. The idea behind it is our bodies don't really need grains. There's no essential carbohydrate, but there are essential fatty acids and proteins. So technically our bodies don't need to get carbs from wheats. It does need carbs from vegetables. Vegetables do have carbohydrates in them, and that's where our body should be getting them from on this specific diet. So our body turns carbohydrates into glucose, into energy. And when you eat pancakes or a donut or cereal, it's a pretty fast process. And so your body takes that, turns it into energy, stores it in your muscles, and also stores it in fat reserves if you have any excess carbohydrate that your body can't use. So with the ketogenic diet, restricting all those carbs and your body not being able to use carbohydrates except for the minimal ones that you're getting from fruits and vegetables, your body will get into a state of ketosis where it'll start using the fat and creating that into energy using ketone. Which, to make a long story short, is a bunch of stuff happening in your liver in order to turn the fats into energy. So a lot of people start the diet because of weight loss because they think they're going to be burning off fat immediately. First of all, it could take up to a week to a month to get your body into ketosis. So it's not like you're going to immediately start it and then within a week you lose a shit ton of fat. That's not going to happen. What does happen with immediate weight loss is people stop eating these high-calorie carbohydrates, which are calorically really dense, like a donut or cookies or waffles, and they're substituting that for more fatty things and vegetables. So ultimately, right there, you're most likely going to start losing weight once you do that. And that does not mean that your body is in a state of ketosis yet, but it does mean that you're eating healthier and it's probably dropped your calories also. Now, it takes a week to a month or maybe even a little longer than a month because your body has been using carbohydrates straight from donuts, cereal, cookies, pancakes, sugar, basically your whole life. So the enzymes that your body needs to break down the fats in order to turn them and transfer them into energy are few and far between. So basically your body needs to make more of these enzymes in order to metabolize the fat fast enough for your body to actually use it for energy and normal bodily function. Once your body is in ketosis and adjusted to the changes of the diet, then you will have the same amount of energy or more energy than you had before. And the more energy could just be due to possible calorie restriction from subtracting out all the horrible carbs you're eating and just incorporating vegetables into it. So it's great, but it's not like a miracle diet or anything. A lot of the diets are really good and they all have their benefits. And you could lose weight on almost any single damn diet that's out there. It's usually all about calorie restriction. But I have other videos on that. We're going to talk about ketosis before I get any more sidetracked. So once your body produces all all the extra enzymes it needs to help transfer and metabolize the fat. Your body starts using that as its energy source, and that's why people can shed fat pounds on the ketogenic diet. And that is a benefit of ketosis, because if you go for a run or a jog, your body starts metabolizing that fat immediately. So weight loss and cutting your fat percentage down on your body, because your body is using it for energy, is a benefit, a positive benefit. Now, a negative side effect is you could possibly get bad breath when you're on this diet. And if you notice your breath changing or being bad, that means it's actually working. Your body is being transformed into a state of ketosis. So to counteract that problem, chew some gum of some sort that doesn't have that much sugar, or brush your teeth a lot. But the ketone acetone expels itself through your breath, so you might be looking good, but you might have some kicking breath. Your pee could actually start to smell different as well. So if your piss starts smelling weird when you're on this diet, then you also know that's working. There are little test strips to see how far along you are in ketosis, and they're like, 25 to 50 bucks, the different tests that they have. At that point, you're pretty hardcore if you're trying to, piss on a test it to see if your body is in ketosis or not. Easier thing and cheap thing to do, check out your stank breath and check out your damn smelly pee. Another side effect is fatigue, which is rough if you're an athlete and you're trying to do this diet. So fatigue is basically something that happens when you first started out, and maybe, up to a month and a half, you could have this fatigue. It usually works itself out though after your body gets more adapted to breaking down the fats and metabolizing that into energy. So that is usually something that will pass, and some people have even said their performance increased as well in the gym or on the track. Another side effect is some people say they have insomnia on it. This is another thing where your body will eventually adapt to it, and you'll end up getting better sleep like several weeks, hopefully not that long, 2 weeks to a month, if the ketosis process is actually affecting your sleep anyway. Then it could take anywhere from 2 weeks to a month and a half in order to start getting better sleep. And again, this is because your body needs to adapt and create the enzymes and get used to metabolizing that fat to energy, opposed to just using the dirty carbs that you're using before. So another benefit is people experience, supposedly, I've actually felt this before on the intermittent fasting that I'm on right now, but you have less brain fog, and it's almost like you can make decisions faster and your thoughts just seem to be clearer. And this is because your brain uses carbohydrates, but when you restrict your carbs, it'll start burning ketones, which creates this positive side effect. So with the brain running on fats instead of carbs, that is beneficial and it is good for your brain, and it will make you feel more energized and focused. A negative side effect is also if you have certain types of diabetes. I would consult a doctor on this, but you can do the ketogenic diet. I would just check with them first or ask your doctor, because they know, if you're type 1 or type 2 diabetes or not. Because to get into ketosis, you're basically lowering your insulin levels by restricting those carbohydrates and eating more fat, because the hormone insulin is a fat storing hormone. So just check with your doctor first on that. Also, a lot of people experience reduced hunger, which is another good thing if you're trying to cut calories and lose weight. And another reason why you might actually lose weight just switching to the ketogenic diet and keeping the same calories that you have. In order to eat a lot of calories when you're eating vegetables and fruits, you have to eat a lot of vegetables and fruits. So you're eating a lot of volume, so you'll end up feeling more full than if you shoved a couple donuts in your face and just ingested, 600 calories, opposed to a large bag of broccoli that's going to take up a lot more volume in your stomach, therefore making you feel full. There's something also called the keto flu, which is basically feeling tired and weak and drowsy. Again, that is supposed to go away with time once your body gets adjusted. Also, to speed up the ketosis process, people will incorporate intermediate fasting into their diet or into their daily lives. Eating just a couple times a day in a small, several or couple hour window period, at least 16 hours without anything except for water and black coffee, no foods during that duration of time, will kick in ketosis a lot faster than just having a low carb, high fat, and higher protein diet. I'll post up the intermittent fasting video that I did at the end of this video. Another thing you could do to help prevent the side effects of the ketosis process, and this is even kind of getting into if you've been doing it for a month or two, is you can get headaches, cramps, be lethargic, irritability, which I suffered when I first started doing intermittent fasting. I definitely got hangry a bunch. Is make sure you get enough fluids, and if you're getting cramps, try to eat vegetables with some potassium. Throw a banana in there on your dinner to make sure your body has potassium to help with the cramps. And also make sure you're getting enough salt as well. Salt helps a lot during this process. Some people even will mix like a little bit of salt with their water throughout the day if they're having bad symptoms like this. And usually that'll perk you up. So me, myself, I'm not on the ketogenic diet, but I do intermittent fasting. So I am in a state of ketosis by the time I eat, which is only like a 4 to 6 hour window throughout the day. And if you're on any calorie restriction at all, you usually notice that stuff that's high in carbs is also very calorically dense. So you end up cutting that out slightly if you're intermittent fasting. So you end up getting into a state of ketosis even if you're trying not to, which is beneficial for losing weight and getting cut. So I was trying to explain this quick, easy, and simple, which ended up running probably longer than I thought it was going to. But anyway, thanks for sticking around. If you like what I do or have any questions, leave a comment down below. I put out these videos every week. So if you want to, please subscribe over here. I'll post up my intermittent fasting video, another beneficial video down here. And yeah, if you like the video, like it. Otherwise, just subscribe then. But hey, if you have time, the site's not down, please visit julian-rawphysique.com. And alright, y'all, that's it for today. So peace.